Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Life of Senza. So I'm out here with Preacher and my chickens. The chickens. Chickens. Got my devil roosters back. These are the Jersey Giants. They are they are monsters. That's what I'll tell you. Well, I had one that was. He was a total, just a devil bird. But he did a really good job. So, hard to judge. As long as you have a good dog with you to kind of like keep you safe, like Preacher will, you're fine. But they will come for you in a very serious way. And they're very big birds. So, yeah. But that's why I got them. And you know what? I've actually like not even meaning to kind of tested it. So I brought out my macaw, Rodan, who I'm not going to do any free flying with. I've decided there's too many trees here. And for me, it's just too risky. But I have been doing harness training with her, because she really does love to fly. And so I've been just doing short little trainings so that she can get her muscles and everything up so that she can actually have fun. And I was over here, right here where that second fence is. And we were kind of, I would just kind of stand back from that fence right there, kind of in the middle, and have Rodan fly to me. And one time she flew, instead of flying to me, she just flew forward, and she came down, I think around, right here. And all of my roosters came up and were looking at her and just ready. And they didn't touch her, thank God. But, it was very clear that they were going to work together against this threat. And Rodan just flew to me and it was fine. But, it was pretty interesting to see. And they didn't get super close, but it was, they do what chickens do. They kind of, they'll form kind of like a healthy perimeter, like these guys are kind of doing with me right now. And then they just watch and they wait. And then if it continues to be what they think is a threat, then they'll attack. And that's why, for me, I've got all these chickens watching me, right? But I'm watching the ones that are trying to get behind me, you know what I mean? And the ones that are coming in really close and that are kind of watching me, that's what I'm interested in. So, but like I said, that's what they're here for. So, and I've got a lot of them. And the idea is, most people, let's see, there we go. So somebody sounded the alarm. All the babies ran out. The older ones have stayed out. And they've all formed individual, little groups, which I thought was really cool. So each rooster, I have 3 roosters to a group, right? And they'll have their little harem of hens. And then these guys over here, the 2 brothers here, they've got their harem of hens. And then the old guy upstairs, the golden boys, they're up there with my older Brahma hens. So it's really interesting how it has turned out, because what ends up happening is that basically every group of hens has they've divided themselves up into manageable groups that can be defended and managed. And I just thought that was really awesome, but yet they still coexist together, because I put them back at night, or they put themselves away at night, and they don't hurt each other at all. And typically I haven't even seen them fighting each other. These are some cool looking chickens, man. These are those German ones. They are just cool. They look like pheasants. Really cool. And I love these blue partridge Brahmas. Oh, they're just gorgeous. And this is a Rhode Island red here. They're spicy chickens. That's why I got them. That's why they're just sitting here shadowing me. This is a Jersey Giant rooster. Oh, look, look, look. Yeah, y'all better get with the program or y'all gonna get ate. I'm not sure what that was though. It may not have actually been a hawk. It almost looked more like a crow almost. So I'll show you what I normally do. Preacher. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to watch you for ticks now. Come here, make space for me. Watch him, make space for me. Good boy, good boy. And so that's when you, like a good Corso that's like the old school ones, it doesn't have the super high prey drive. They are the ones that are fantastic for doing work on a farm because they have just enough drive to work, but not the prey drive to hurt the livestock. And they'll move them, and he enjoys it, and it's his job, and he likes to do his job. He's just a real special dog. You're just special boy. You're just special boy. Yeah. My foundation dog. Yep, there we go. So they had hunters out all morning with their hounds, just making my dogs go crazy. And they're, the hounds are loud too. So it's just crazy how, I guess my thing is like, I wouldn't care if my neighbor cared that my dogs bark, you know what I mean? But knowing that they do care, it's a little bit more stressful. But what I will say is that at this point, because we've ceased our breeding program, it doesn't matter. Like as we are back to the old rules of, okay, well, as long as they're not barking over 10 minutes or 15 minutes during the daytime, 10 minutes at night, then we're fine. I want to go back there and see what's back there. Come on, preacher. And so anyway, but in order to, pick back up the breeding program, we would need to get our permit. And Reese and I have talked about, come on, let's go. Basically what we're going to do is I'm going to try to get my, permit. And then if that doesn't work, if I'm not granted the permit, then Reese and I talked about potentially getting a large piece of property and splitting it, and then us having like kind of a setup where we could actually like raise litters in the same building, like things like that, like kind of work together to take care of each other's litters. So we would still be ourselves, who we are. We would still have our own programs, our own dogs, but we just work together. And we just kind of help each other as things go and just kind of help share the load, which makes it easier. And so other than that, that's really all we can do, you know what I mean? So in the meantime, I'm going to focus on training the dogs that I have and making cuts where necessary for dogs that, don't work out. And, basically just, really work to develop structure, what we have, so that we can go out and compete with those dogs. And I was even looking into, look at him, he's just like, I still got it, son. Anyway, I've even been thinking about putting in like some some stuff onto the property, like some obedience stuff, and just having people over, like not charging them or anything, just, you know, having friends over, and maybe just, you know, people that are local in my community that want to work with training their dogs and stuff. And I want to see what kind of stuff I can install here. I don't know what, I've never done like fast cats, so I don't know whether or not that's something that I could set up on my property or not, but I would definitely I'm going to look into it and kind of see what kind of stuff that I can add so that we can, you know, just kind of develop our dogs and do training, and also work with them on their conformation, and just, I want to work with each of my dogs on more general obedience and all the kind of stuff that kind of gets lost whenever you are, whenever you have as many dogs as I do. You know what I mean? It's just inevitable that you can't, you know, and it doesn't even matter if you're a person that has one dog in your house versus 3 dogs in your house. Like, the more dogs you have, the more you have to divide your time. And so it's just the way it is, right? We're only human. Pretty boy. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all, and I hope you're having a good day, even with everything that's, you know, one thing that I've been reminded of when you think and you look at the way that, you know, the way that the country is right now, right? Just everything seems really sad. And then with the news of like that breeder, wannabe trainer, you know, abusing dogs, like, in the corruption in the community, things like that, all of it, it can make you like, it can feel like the world is just an evil, corrupt place. But I think it's important to not allow yourself to feel that way, because it's not healthy, and it's actually like allowing evil to win. And so it's really important, I think, to force yourself to find the good in life too, to go out and actively find happiness and joy. And like, for me, that's in my animals, you know, it's in nature. And so, you know, it's important to take care of yourself mentally, because it's not even necessarily a burden that we should bear. Like, a lot of what happens that I've seen is that it starts with a trickle. You know what I mean? It starts with a couple people saying something, raising awareness, and then God just makes it happen. You know what I mean? People, that's one of the things that I've learned is people, I swear to you, nobody ever gets away with anything. Nobody. Everybody gets their karma, their consequences. And sometimes it can seem like people don't, because sometimes it takes people a really long time to get theirs. And I actually like thought about that, because I was like, preacher, make space, come here. Good boy. And so you watch him, send him on, preacher, send him on. Psst. You ready? Send him on, watch him. Come on, watch him, push him back. Good boy. No, don't eat the chicken food. Come on. Oh, he's going to pee on it. He's going to let them chickens know who runs things around here. Good boy. Come here. Good boy. And so, anyway, it's not, you're a good old dog. You're a big old dog. You're a good old, he's too smart. He's too smart. They broke the mold on this one. I'll tell you what they did. They broke the mold. So anyway, like I said, what has happened, it just starts with the trickle. You know what I mean? And so don't feel that you need to completely absorb yourself in it. You know what I mean? Take time, do the right thing, speak up, share, comment, but then after the karma has set in, let it go. Once you've sent it out into the universe, let it go. Let God handle it. Come here. Or if you're not a Christian person, if you don't, some people are more spiritual, and whoever it is that you believe in that takes care of things like that. Or if you don't, that's fine too. But I've just come to see that you're not going in there. I've just come to see that no, sir, come here. That I've come to see it. You know what I mean? I have seen that nobody gets away with anything. And when I was a kid and I did stupid stuff, I was held accountable too. So, and I think that sometimes, because I've thought a lot about it, I thought, why is it that it seems like some people get away with it for so long? And it feels like they don't ever get their karma, but they do. And I think that sometimes it's reserved because it's actually worse. If you get busted when you're young for being a horrible person, you've got a long time to recover from that. You got a lot of time for people to forget what you've done. But when you get busted when you're older, you don't have that time. You're tired, you don't have the energy, you don't have the enthusiasm, you don't have the fire in your gut anymore. And everybody knows who you are. And especially at a time of the internet, by the time that people forget about you, you won't be worth nothing as far as doing anything for yourself at that age. When you get busted in your 50s and whatnot, 40s and 50s. I mean, it actually is, it is the best way. It is the more just thing. And so don't let yourself get fooled that because somebody, I see you, sir, preacher, you get your butt out here. See, he ain't perfect. Come on. Psst, let's go. Let's go. Psst. Come on, move it in. He wants that leather so bad. It's a piece of leather. Come on. Yeah, I know. So because of the fact that, don't let yourself be fooled because nothing has happened. They may get away with it for a very long time, and they may rise very high. And, but make no mistake, when you do bad things and you're a bad person, it will catch up to you. It absolutely will. 100%. Guaranteed. You can take that to the bank. You're a good boy. So anyway, I am going to let y'all go. Like I said, I'm going to go inside. It's a beautiful day, even though it is kind of overcast, but it's still a beautiful day. And, the weather is just fantastic. So I'm gonna let y'all go, and we may even get a storm tonight, which would just really top it off, right? I get to use my new rocking chairs up there, which would be real nice. So I hope y'all are having a good day, and like I said, take time for you. Take time to find some joy. Watch a comedy special, something like. Don't ever let the bad make you feel bad, because then evil wins. You know what I mean? You do your due diligence, you fight the good fight, and then you walk in the path of being a good person and trying to be good to yourself, and you let God or whoever you believe take care of the rest. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.